Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Breaking news. Supreme Court to hear Ihedioha'S fresh application, February 18th. The Supreme Court has fixed Tuesday, February the 18th, for hearing in the fresh application by Governor of Imo State, Emeka Ihedioha, challenging the judgment earlier delivered on January the 14th. A message was circulated on Saturday announcing the hearing date, but one of the lawyers representing Governor Hope Uzodinma, Festus Jumbo, said although he heard about the new date, the office has not been served the hearing notice. Ihedioha, in the application dated February 5th, 2020, has brought through his counsel and former Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Kano Ajibi San, is praying the Apex Court to set aside the judgment. Ihedioha and PDP listed 5 grounds on which they said the Apex Court error in arriving at its decision in nullifying the March 9, 2019 election and declared Uzodinma the winner of the election after he presented escalated results from 388 polling units. The fresh application is brought under Section 6 of the Nigerian Constitution 1999 and Section 22 of the Supreme Court Act of 2004. The 7-member justice has unanimously ruled that Ihedioha, who is the APC candidate, provided the allegations of unlawful escalation of results in 388 polling units of the state, where he scored 213,695 votes. The lead judgment read by Justice Carriot head at the Court of Appeal was wrong to have ruled that the PW 54 policies diplomatic commission who produced the documents of the results was not the proper persons to tender same, as he was not at the polling unit. Ihedioha of the PDP has pulled 273,404 votes from the election in 27 local government area of the state. Action Alliance candidate Uche Nwosu pulled 190,364 votes, and APGA Ifeyinwa pulled 114,676 votes, with additions of the excluded votes. Uzodinma votes now rose to 310,153. Now, these were the results that were presented, and as a result, the 7-man and judges who sat unanimously ruled Hope Uzodinma as the winner of that election. But if you follow my news, if you follow Apple Line Media, who keeps you up to date with all that is happening around the world, you will know that these things are really happening, and the media is a big home to let your voice be heard. Why do I say that? You could see that the U.S. is now interested in the Imo State rulings of what happened, and so the government is calling for a fresh revisit of that election and the result and the verdict that was presented. Why? Because some persons who are very have taking the matter to the U.S. And guess what? The U.S. monitors the international settings of every nation, and they pick news and they pick things that the country is saying. Part of why we say you should subscribe, like, and share is because when this news travel, they are able to also pick, when they put some keywords, they are able to pick out and to listen, not just from the government perspective, asking them, but also from the layman, just the common man who puts things on the net. And they randomly check these things, and they are able to ascertain exactly what is going on in Nigeria. So the Supreme Court is now, the US is also looking at ways of sanctioning those judges and to ascertain if they delivered a fair judgment to the Ihedioha'S case, and hence Nigerian government is sitting up and they have fixed a date for February the 18th to relook at Ihedioha'S Emeka Ihedioha'S fresh application to look at the evidence that has been presented as regards to the results. So like I was saying, I think this the issue of getting the international world into Nigerians' politics makes us sit up and do what we are supposed to do. So one of the ways you can really support, like I was saying, is you speaking up, leaving a comment, like, share, subscribe. This helps the news to travel and help the international world to really be exposed to what is going on. Remember that the government can cover their tracks when they are being called. When international people come into our country, they kind of give them the royal welcome, and they cover up many things that are going on. And those people don't get to see the slums or what really is happening to the common man on the streets. Most often and known, they just take literally the words of what the government is saying to them. But guess what? Most often and known, 80% of what the government is saying is just trying to portray that they are good leaders, but we all know that they are not. And that's not what they are doing. That's not the true reflection of what's really going on in the country. That's why we must speak up. We must speak up. I'm very happy about what's going on in Imo, not because I know Ihedioha or Uzodinma, but because this matter has become an issue of contention where a lot of issues has been going on, and different people have different perspective as to what's been happening in the country regarding this issue. And so it's very, I think, that was part of what we advocated and subscribed or recommended to the government. That is it possible that the governorship election of Imo be reran? Because if you're saying Hope Uzodinma won this election, and there's really, really serious contention without clarity, like the one in Bayelsa State, where we know that is as a result of forgery, and somebody is being, the deputy had a forged certificate that was disqualified. So it was as a result of disqualification, not because it's APC ruling or not APC, or because it's PDP or not PDP, but that the proper rule of law was followed. Yes. That is what should be. So as Nigerians, we need to stop this menarche and put some sanity into our political system and terrain. And how we do this is speaking up against evil in the community. Let everybody come out in mass. Lend your voice wherever you can get internet access and facility. Please speak up, educate people around you. Knowledge, they say, is power. For if you are not educated, you're not well informed. You're not totally informed of what is going on. You might not totally give a true picture, representation of what is going on. But if you understand and you are vast, you know exactly what the situation is, you understand the genesis to all the in-betweens of what is really going on, you understand the politics, you are able to decide and able to, discreetly give a word that could bring about sanity in the political arena. Remember that Nigerian politics is still not there, and one of the ways we can shape it is by calling our leaders to call them to order. And one of the ways you call them to order is by speaking out. When you speak out, when you consistently speak against their evil doing and wrongdoing in the community, they will take caution, and they'll be scared, and they will, do things well. Take, for instance, the issue of Wole Sowore. Showore's issue, the international scene really got involved because of what the internet was really portraying. What happened when he was in the court? You could see the judge, you could see a lawyer punching him, and this news began to travel. We could see the video footage, and the US had to write on Nigeria to say, you don't obey the rule of law. This is what is going on. And immediately, less than a few days before Christmas, they were released, and we were able to go back to their family, and we could see for the first time the Attorney General of Nigeria and different people saying different things. They were released on compassion, they were released on based on this, on that. No. It's what it is. These people needs to be put in check and to be properly audited. And the way you do it is by getting the international circle involved. They don't listen to anybody because they feel they are lords. So thanks to everyone who's been out there. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. We're here to keep you up to date with all that is going on in Nigeria. You have a voice, please use it. Thanks very much again. God bless you. Have a lovely and a wonderful day. Bye.